going on here?
And there we go. Yeah. Every time the super producer comes back, there's just a little delay. I'm going to have to take the super off of that super producer.
Oh, superb producer.
He's a semi-producer.
Is it superb producer?
A semi-producer.
The all right producer. He might be down
slouchy producer.
Semi-producer.
That's funny. Slacking producer.
Yeah, the slacking producer. Oh. Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to show love as always. We do got the squad in the building. Yeah. As always, the
semi-producer. The semi-producer.
The so-so producer.
So producer.
You guys will not tear down
The
my statue.
super producer Joe Ho. We'll see what
Well,
happens.
but
when we get to the next
you can get
spot.
back right at him because you got Pimp C that's introducing everybody. Over
Listen.
Came in with that.
you got Pimp C over there.
baby.
Hey, you part of UGK? Come on, give me a lyric or two.
Oh, it's Project Pat.
It's your boy Project Pat.
Project Pat.
Mr. Media himself, George
Yo.
JC. Of course, Mr. Drew better. If you knew better,
Right.
you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. Yeah, dog. Listen, I gotta. This is. You want to touch that? You
It's
wanna feel
100%
that?
Cambodian
Yeah, that's
goat.
right.
What is
That's
that?
Pure Siberian yak back. Yeah. You
You
gotta
know
get
yak
it.
makes-
You
Yak back.
You get it from the hawks. Of
Oh,
the
is that
yak,
right?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Phenomenal. I don't actually
How
know.
many birds were killed to make that doggone
None.
thing? I
No
don't touch
birds.
it.
It was
I
goats.
didn't do
Yeah.
it.
Meanwhile,
Jesus
you're out here
Christ.
looking like a stuffed scarecrow from the weird. It
doggone right.
didn't come out right.
Yep,
The joke didn't work out. All right, on today's episode, we got a lot to get into, folks. Listen, we got to talk about, of course, this Bears versus Bengals game. What the Bears have coming up. I don't think you can overlook this Bengals team as of yet. We also got to talk about the trade deadline. I didn't realize you flipped those topics. Good man. We'll talk about trade deadline first. And, of course, we'll talk about this Bulls team that continues to roll. Oh, we got a show that's off the rails right now here, baby. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, how y'all feeling? Everybody good?
Yeah, we're here.
Feeling
We're
good.
here.
Feeling
We're here.
good.
We're here.
Feeling
Pretty
good.
exciting.
Feeling great.
We're good, Cotton.
I'm actually happy to see the Bulls doing something.
Oh, yeah, you were at the game. You actually
Well,
had eyes on the
You've
prize.
watched
I
one
was-
Bulls
I
game
was
this
tro-
year.
I was trolling you. I was like, yes, I'm
What's
watching
their
the
record,
game
Joe?
in person.
In fact, watching. Meanwhile, Joe's the whole time. He's like, so there was this one time where Michael Jordan, he's coming down the court. He sweats on me. I
Reminiscing.
faked.
Hey, no, it was like, all right, time to eat. It was like, tip off. All right, time to eat. Let's go.
Oh, my
Got
God.
some nice food up in there. I ain't gonna stunt with
It's
you.
not too bad.
But now let's get it started here. We will get to the Chicago Bulls today, but let's start it off here as the trade deadline is underway. It's about a week away, and not even a week. It's on Tuesday. I believe.
Tuesday.
So right there on Tuesday, and you got
About a week to
got a
go.
Bears team that might be interested in going out and making some moves. I talked about this yesterday a little bit on the Morning Breeze, whether the Bears should be making moves at the deadline. So, boys, I posed the question to you. Do you want to see this Bears team add at the deadline? And does this Bears-Bengals game change your opinion in any way? Is this kind of like, hey, you go out there and win, you go get somebody at the running back position?
I mean, if you think that the Bears are in a position where they're going to have a better season, then what did you put them at? 9-8.
9-8. I got them 9-8. I can see 10-7.
I could see 11-6 or 12-5. So
all right.
I mean, if it gets to that area, of course, yes, I think they need to be buyers instead of sellers or just standing pat. I already like the signing we just talked about with C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but I also love the fact that if you're going to go out and get somebody to kind of solidify this defense. I think we need more defensive players than offensive players. Obviously, that's where we're injured, where we're hurt the most. You got your 4 cornerbacks down. I think Tariq is coming back. I saw that there was a full.
Could be,
So he could be back. So that's good. But I think you need to try and improve this defensive line in any kind of way to get some competition going, because where we're lacking is pressure, where we're lacking is sacks, and that's the big area that I think the defense needs to improve on. So, yes, be
Did a little
buyers.
Porky Pig there at the end.
That's all, folks.
Bet you thought I was going to say son of... No.
Yeah.
Joe, what are your thoughts? You want to see this Bears team add at the deadline here?
I think the only reason you make a move like that is you feel like there's helping you get over the hump, so to speak.
You a big Chop Robinson guy, are you?
Oh, Chappy.
Not Chappy for Chap. I think that, honestly, that loss to the Ravens took the air out of the sails.
Went out
for
of
me.
your sails.
Yeah. Because you couldn't even beat that team. So now I'm with you guys where it's a 9-7 type team because they're going to have games like I do think they may come on stronger later as Caleb starts to make better moves.
Mm-hmm.
The line still has to do better things because like Caleb, for example, definitely gets a brunt of the criticism, but it was like there's a lot of stuff that everybody else is doing and everybody's doing their job, and Caleb's under the bigger microscope. So his development is like they could actually win games if they just stop screwing up. So why not keep your draft capital? Mm-hmm. If you get a player in like a Trey or someone like a Quinnen Williams, now you're going to eat up your entire your cap. So I don't know if you're ready to make that type of move where you want those type of guys where they're only on maybe for a year or two,
right,
and then they're gone. You're getting a guy like Quinnen Williams because you couldn't draft anybody, and now you got to pay that type of money. Or you got to pay – if we get Breece Hall, we got to pay him right after that.
Right.
The idea is that you draft well so that you get these draft picks with this low contract. Then maybe you take on one of those guys and go all the way in. So I don't know if they have to make that move. It would be nice, but I just think that strategically that doesn't help your team in terms of long-term play.
Drew, what are your thoughts?
I'm thinking that we actually stay pat.
Hey, it's always a good place to stay.
Pun intended. Because
that's the one that upsets you of all the things you've said on this show.
I don't like it.
Real talk though, that the contracts that we would have to take on and the amount of money will put us in a precipitous cap, turmoil again. Precipitous, yes, cap turmoil, where it would tie up long-term money that we do need to spend on re-signing some of our own people that we value. So I don't think anybody comes across. Only person I would do that for is a Max Crosby, but he has been taken. He's been. They all said that no, he's off, and then we definitely can't spend on Myles Garrett, but he's available. But that's $147 million. We'd have to restructure plenty of contracts right now just to get him in the building, but I don't think that works for us because you have to release people, restructure, and then you will still have to give up 3 to 4 first rounds for him. So I don't think that's feasible either. So I think, like I said, we just stand where we are and just continue on our 10-7 ways and then try to catch a steal in the draft.
Anybody not feel bad for Myles Garrett? Like I don't feel bad in the slightest.
I do.
Because you're sitting there, you crying about a team
yes.
that did exactly what you knew they were gonna do. Oh, they told me they were thinking about winning. What move did they make this offseason that made you think they were thinking about winning? Signing you?
I do because
that's crazy.
Because I remember when Joe Thomas was drafted by the Browns. And he was an all-pro, Pro Bowler every year and never sniffed the playoffs. And I feel bad because basically this is going to happen to Myles Garrett. They're not going to sniff the playoffs and he's like a Hall of Fame player similar
Garrett's
to
been
Joe
to
Thomas.
the playoffs multiple times.
And
But
that's
also,
not it.
But
Joe Thomas
sniff.
never – well, no, Myles Garrett been to the playoffs
No, I say you
multiple
sniff.
times.
You
and won around in that
You sniff it, but bro, he's not going to.
No,
he's not going. He's not going to win.
Joe Thomas
he's not going to win.
Joe Thomas never complained about being in Cleveland either. Joe Thomas never said, y'all have treated me poorly, so pay me more money.
But
Joe
they always
Thomas
did it.
never went out and said, I'm done here
dude said,
unless
"I don't wanna
you
be
give
here."
me God's money. And then they gave him the money, and now 7 weeks into the season, he's like, we're not winning. You weren't winning last
sat there
year.
and made that whole thing about not wanting to be there. It's like
He took an ad out in the Super Bowl.
But you're not going to turn down $147 million. I don't care how rich you are.
But here's the thing. You
can't
then
hear
complain
it.
about
You
it.
can't-
I can too because guess what?
You can
because
turn
guess
down
what?
$147 million if winning means more to you than the money.
And you're
That's
probably
Bro,
still going
ain't
to get
nobody-
a
ain't nobody
certain
stupid.
amount of money still if you
Ain't
go to
nobody
another
stupid.
team.
Hey, everybody's got a price. His price was $147 million.
What if you went to another team and
the
you won
point
for
is, you don't hear
130?
you complain because
130.
you sat there and literally
He was
said, I
already
don't wanna
making
play for
close
this
to
team.
that.
He said, I don't want to play for this team.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Because he
I'm
won
done.
it. Because he won it, and they put another $40 million
But
in front of him.
no, he showed you that it's about the money.
He says, hold on a second.
They dangle.
$40 million, Joe. You're going to
Gotta
take
be quicker
it.
than that.
Gotta be quicker than that,
Gotta be
Joe.
quicker than that.
Joe, you're going to grab that $40 million just like everybody else
No,
was, and you're going to sit there and be quiet for 7 weeks, and then that $40 million going to be like,
Ain't gonna be quiet.
well,
if you care about winning.
No,
Yeah.
the whole point is we don't want to hear you complain.
Yeah, you can't
Nobody
complain.
gonna
You don't
feel
get to
sorry for
complain.
You got the
Yeah.
money.
I don't feel the slightest bit sorry for that month.
And
I
for the
do.
record,
I
right
do,
now
'cause
the
they
Bears
suck.
only have $6 million in cap space. Almost
Yeah,
just
so
under $7 million.
trade
cap
the
space.
entire team away. Well, it's because you have so much money
You have like
invested in this
80% of
defense
their,
and this
defensive line.
defensive line.
Right,
Defensive line.
your dead cap is $7 million, which is not bad. It's actually 32nd in dead cap. They're doing
No,
really
you'll
good.
be able to
So-
get off a lot of contracts. Well, let me ask you this, getting back into the topic here, because to me, right, I don't want to see the Bears be buyers at the deadline either. I don't think that.
Really?
I think that you're in. I think you're in a position right now where you're trying to figure out who's a part of the future of the team,
Okay.
Well, look,
and I don't think you bring people in that muddy up what you're trying to figure out right now. You got free agency is still available to you. You got the draft still available to you. Get through this season, win as many games as you can with the team that you have. I think it says a lot about the head coach that you're still in an advantageous situation when you got players who are jumping off sides every 30 seconds. I think the next dude that jumps off sides might get fired
Might
on the
get
field.
jumped.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
God.
Declan Doyle said we're doing some unorthodox things to figure it out. So things that we haven't done before. I'm just
Slapping
assuming that it's literally just like, all right, false start. All right, everybody jump them.
Yeah.
right.
No,
Like,
don't do
like,
that
you know,
again.
Because look, the
they
thing
walking behind him with the air horn.
Because look, Sweat and DJ Moore account for almost a $50 million. The two of them alone.
Yeah.
You have to either move them or get some type of production out of them that really warrants them being the two top guys on your team.
Well, and that was what I was going to ask. I
Is
think
he
we're
on a trade?
all out on being buyers. Would you be interested at all in being sellers? I don't think I don't want the Bears to make any moves at the deadline.
Hold a second.
Let it be a quiet deadline.
Well, you wouldn't take a DJ Moore trade to Buffalo for some number 1 picks?
Well, you ain't gonna get number 1 picks. For
Yeah,
DJ
you might get
Moore,
number 2
but
at the most.
I don't think you're getting 2. I think
said at the most,
I think
maybe.
you talking
You
about
don't get the same number 1 pick that we got we trade. He's got the same production though.
No.
You don't. Those guys.
He was a 1,400-yard receiver
You
his
might get
first year.
multiple second rounders type.
But
of
he's still good for that though.
I mean,
In the
I'm not
'cause-
saying he's
because
not,
he's
but
a
he
yak,
hasn't
he's
shown
a
it,
yak
though.
guy. He's
Yeah.
a yak guy.
He hasn't
I'm
shown
not. Listen, I want DJ Moore on the team because he's a yak guy. I love yak. Y'all know that. But
Yak, sponsorship right there, please.
Yakety
still
yak.
waiting for
Please.
that Kanye
Hey, yak.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
But to me, no, you're not getting that much for DJ Moore. I think if anything, your best situation is if you were trying to bring a player back, you can use that contract to match something up with going out to get another player. But like, I do wonder, and again, I don't want this to happen. I don't think I want him to make any moves. But I do wonder if we're to a point where, say, a Cole Kmet, who often false starts, or Braxton Jones, who's
drops
not really a
passes.
part of your rotation, although he's on IR, he's not back till week 12, so I doubt you're moving him at this point. But like one of those names who it kind of feels like is on the edge of not being a part of this team is somebody that the Bears go out and make a trade for. But again, you don't have to make a trade right now. You can trade people in the offseason. You got these guys at a contract.
I think you make a really good point, though. It's the fine tweaks of the roster, right? Cole Kmet, to me, is not the future of what Ben Johnson wants.
Yeah.
We have
He's
10th.
not.
We have a 10th overall pick of a tight end, and Cole's making $11 million.
But you can't trade him though because he's always hurt. You gotta have some. You gotta.
Cole's only been hurt
Colston
this
Love
whole time.
been hurt 3
No.
times.
Well,
No, he's talking about trading Cole
Cole
Kmet.
Kmet.
not
I know,
Colston
but
Love.
you can't rely on
hold
Colston
on.
because he's been hurt 3 times already year 1.
Got you. But my point is that it's tweaking the roster. You're still building a team that's year 1 of Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
And we want to see results now. And everybody has to understand we have to go through this process. To your point, our defense didn't look that great in the first couple weeks, right? And we're starting to get guys back. Grady Jarrett came back. TJ Edwards came back. We still got Jalen Johnson on IR. We have a lot of guys where it's like next year is actually set up for them to really do something. This is the year to see some potential.
Right.
But because nobody said Super Bowl. Nobody's really saying a deep playoff run at all. It's contend for your division.
Yeah.
That's all we're looking for this year. So that's why that's 9-7. Some of us are 10 wins. You know, I mean, I was
Well,
optimistic.
no, y'all were going crazy.
No, I know. I was.
Y'all were
I'm
going
standing
crazy.
by it.
You're,
I'll stand
every
2 toes
game,
down on
every
that.
game, they have the ability to be in every game, whether they win it or
Yeah.
not. Outside of Philly, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh with my
every game
three.
starts off 0-0. Every team has the ability.
Yes,
to be in
but you
every
know
game.
there are cream puff teams that if you know, stop. You know, if the Saints were not someone you were worried
given
about. beating.
Sunday, baby.
You know they should beat them.
You knew you was gonna.
You
beat
knew
the
you were
Saints.
supposed to
Yes.
beat the Raiders where they barely beat. So my point is that there are games on this season where you expect them to win. They were, to me, had an ability to play in all of them outside of the Philly game, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh with only, and of course Green Bay, where I was worried about those. So it's like, yeah, I mean they could win, but the point is that this is growing pains. We're watching this team grow and develop. Everybody wants Caleb to be the second coming because he's the first quarterback taken overall, and they keep crapping on this guy. And it's like everybody has to get better. This line is now solidified. Jonah Jackson and Tooney, and Tooney been okay, but Dahlman.
Tony's been great.
It's been great.
I said,
Finally
I'm trying
got
to say- I
one
meant to- I'm trying
penalty
to
on
say
him that wasn't a
Dahlman
penalty.
And Jackson have definitely been screwing up.
Yeah.
The Eagle has been okay.
Yeah.
He's been okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say great. I said okay.
I wouldn't even go that far.
But
He had one
we're
good
still
game and
figuring
the
his
Eagle is
team
kind
He
of
out.
had one
Braxton
good game
Jones.
and 3 bad ones.
Yeah.
We're still
Unfortunately, we
figuring
found
this
that out.
team out,
Yeah.
and they keep shooting themselves in the foot. If those dudes score those 14 points in that,
Game's over.
they're already up. They eliminate the need for Derrick Henry to even run the ball. You could phase him out the game.
Yeah.
That allowed them to do the ground control game. But it's like you guys are shooting yourselves in the foot. Missed block assignment. This offsides here. Like it's all these little things that they're doing. It's like it's not just Caleb. It's all the way around and
it's
filling
all
this team
11.
out.
And listen, Yurko said it this week. He was like, I can sit with you for 2 days and know your cadence. He was like, that's a bad excuse.
Yeah.
For people that are saying, oh, well, Caleb's the reason why guys
No,
are
he's
jumping
not.
off sides and
No,
false
he's not.
starting. No, you got guys that don't know the snap count. That's on the guys.
You got
That's
guys
on the
lining
individual
up.
player.
What was the dude lined up on the other side of the
Jonathan Ford.
Jonathan Ford is
It's like you dude.
That was near the
Just look
quarterback.
at the ball. He's up here.
Hold on. Jonathan Ford was literally. Oh, I gotta do this one. Which one is it? Jonathan Ford was literally. Go back. I just changed it to him.
Oh.
Jonathan Ford was like this. He was like.
Right. It's like
I was offside. It was like you were so
Bro,
far
look
down. Blatantly obvious.
Crazy. It was insane that you thought you weren't. There was another helmet next to your face.
I mean, just drive killers.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is that every possession counts. So we're sitting there going through these motions of watching this team again grow. It sucks, but you Bears fans have to understand this is what happens when you finally get a coach. Like we got a coach.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to see glaring issues that we have to fix. But hopefully this coach can lock.
So
tighten
back to the
stuff up.
original point. Would you want to see them be sellers at the deadline?
I don't think so. I think you just need to see the team play better and grow with your team and develop in the draft. Try to get your players back that you have already paid.
Yeah.
If we get Jalen Johnson back, we get our secondary back, but also can we get some type of production? TJ Edwards has been playing better. As a matter of fact, Tremaine Edwards.
Tremaine Edmonds, yeah.
Edmonds, they're getting better. So it's it's just disappointing. If the offense can just click, we wouldn't have these issues. We need another defensive end. No, we just need to play better.
Well, no, you may need another defensive end. Jordan, you want to see them be sellers?
No, like I said, I think they need to actually buy. Whether that's buy big or buy small, they need to buy and add on to the depth of this team. I don't think they need to let go of anybody because I think that will affect the chemistry, and I think the chemistry is what's building during this Ben Johnson era in the first now 7 games. I don't think you need to mess with that.
Actually,
You got to be on the show more.
what I'd like to see.
Supposed to go 1, 2, 3,
I
not 1,
understand.
2, back to 1.
Well, I'm old and I don't want to be forgetting stuff. I actually
This
want to see
guy.
an improvement of the running game.
This fucking
Well, I
guy.
waited for him to talk.
This.
The running
No,
game.
I think you're talking about.
But I want some time to talk.
Drew now.
I would
It's
like
Drew
to-
time.
I would like to say something.
If you knew better, you do
No,
better.
I would
If you
like
knew
to
better,
see-
you do better,
I'd
Joe.
like to see the running game somehow get improved.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing that. Drew, what are your thoughts?
Jeez. Honestly, I don't. Honestly,
So, anyways, like I was saying,
He's back to producing.
Of course, the bad producer would say something.
Oh, we got shots fired.
Yeah.
Pow,
Producer
pow,
crowd.
pow.
Right. But no, real talk though. I don't think we have anything anybody will pay of substance for. Braxton is hurt. That was the only one I would think we can get back a middle of the round, 3rd or 4th round pick for. But he's hurt, so there's nobody gonna pay for him. And everybody else we need. DJ Moore, yes, I would definitely say that he's potentially could be on the market, but it's only a select group that will want to pay, and I would trade him for anything less than the 2nd round.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Let's keep this thing moving along, man. I got to get to this Thursday night football game here in a little bit, so a little rapid fire to finish the show. No, I'm just joking. No, let's preview this
Bang,
game.
bang.
Let's preview this
Bears,
game.
Bengals.
You got Bears-Bengals coming up.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we don't talk about the Bulls. We'll survive. We got Bears-Bengals coming up here.
They're the best team.
And they are the best team right now. Well, there's some hard hog hockey going on right now.
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm excited. Dare I say I got it? Never mind.
Coming fast with a hot and ready.
But no, looking at this Bears team going up into Cincinnati here, I think that this is going to have to be a game where your offense steps up and truly shows out and dominates. If it doesn't, it could get ugly real fast because as I'll be honest with you, I have no faith that even versus this putrid Bengals offensive line, that our defensive line is going to create any pressure on Joe Flacco, who's got a banged up AC joint and is still he playing probably.
No, he's still been on
He
50-50.
He practiced today.
Oh.
So it's probably going to be Joe Flacco.
Flacco Flame.
They would rather take 106-year-old Joe Flacco with a messed up AC joint than Jake Browning. And I still don't think the Bears D-line is going to get to him.
Jesus.
They're going to get to him.
His defensive line
I don't see it either.
is a joke right now. And it's probably the worst part of this team. Because of that, I mean, you added in C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Hopefully he's able to make an impact. You've got Jaquan Brisker. Now you can kind of play those two off of each other. Maybe there's some pressure created there from that DB matchup. But outside of that, I think you're going to have to put up a ton of points because Joe Flacco knows one thing, especially with a messed up AC joint. Throw to Jamar. And we don't have nobody that can cover Jamar. I don't think anybody in the league has anybody that can cover Jamar. So to me, like I truly think this is going to be a big offensive game. It's going to be a game where if your offense don't show you something in this game, like their defense is worse than Dallas. If your offense don't show you something in this game, you got issues.
We got to see something.
If you are false starting in this game, you got issues, bro.
Don't be surprised if we get a few.
I wouldn't be shocked by it, but I think to me this is a game where the Bears offense should be able to really handle its own. And I do have a Bears win in this. I think that, the tides calm down around Bears fandom as, 4 straight wins, lost to the Ravens. And then we'll win and everybody will be like, today's a new day.
Yeah, but it's cream puff wins. That's the problem. It's like
they're not.
Fluff.
The Dallas Cowboys is a good win.
The
Washington Commanders is a good win.
I keep getting tired of hearing that. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Like most of your wins outside of the Raiders was a cream puff win. The Saints was a cream puff win. Even so, you beat the Saints by double digits. You did what you were supposed to do.
On behalf,
and sure, you lost to the Ravens.
Sorry,
you should have won that
the
game.
Breeze Nation, I'm wrong. You're correct.
I know you are.
Those
what do you got, Jordan?
Wins.
Jesus Christ.
No, they're all wins.
I won't discredit those wins.
I just think that in order to really put a stamp on this game and kind of get past the Baltimore game, you need to work on the issues, and the biggest one for me is red zone efficiency.
You
have a freaking team that you can really put some pressure on. It seems as if Ben Johnson always has a good game plan when it comes to the set plays in the very beginning of the game, and you can get down the field easily. It's just a problem with actually getting 6 points or 7 points total instead of coming away from the field goal. So that's what I want to see. I want to see that from the outset. I do want to see less penalties. I think that's the biggest thing outside of that. And you got a little bit more of a healthy defensive backfield with Tariq possibly coming back. Like I said, he's a full, so that kind of gives me some confidence that maybe you can put a little pressure on a Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is not somebody who you can completely shut down, but you can maybe limit his production with the Joe Flacco. So get that pressure on Joe and red zone efficiency.
We'll Tyreek Stevenson slowing down. Yeah. Jamar Chase, what do you got, Drew?
Maybe CJ can get Is it Tyreek even back? I thought
Tyreek was a full. So injury report here real quick as we run through it. So Luther Burton still DNP, Roshan Johnson DNP, Dominique Robinson DNP, DeAndre Swift DNP. That's a little concerning.
That's a lot.
2 days DNP, a little bit concerning. Joe Tooney DNP, old. He got a not injury related rest day there. Cole Kmet was limited. DJ Moore limited. Roma Dunze limited. Olamide Zacchaeus limited. Tyreek Stevenson full go. Eamon Agbangbamiga full go as well. So there's your injury report for the Chicago Bears. Tyree Stevenson should be going versus
know,
Jamar
man.
Chase, but I don't think that makes much of a difference.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be a tough game. Depends on if Joe Flacco. If we get some pressure on Joe Flacco, if you get some pressure on him, then we can potentially win. But if we get on the same pressure that we had last week against Snoop, bro, he gonna tear us up.
Yeah. Snoop. No, I agree. I agree 100%. I think this could be one where it gets a little bit concerning here. The one thing that I will say you do have to see, you got to see Caleb's decision-making be better. Yeah. Overall, right, when you look at the entire game, Caleb was fine. Mm-hmm. Wasn't great. Thought he was efficient. Thought he got the football out, quickly. Yeah. And he got it to guys. Yeah. The mistakes that you made were game-changing killer mistakes. Not running out of bounds. Can't do that. 2 intentional grounding penalties. Unacceptable. That interception pass. Rome's your first read in that route. The check down was there. You took the check down most of the day. Now the check down ended up coming up short. And I think to Joel's point that he was talking about earlier, right? Like, it's not just Caleb. Everybody's got to be involved in it. I don't know if it's Ben Johnson's call or if it's OZ route running. But for some reason on third down, everything's short of the sticks. Mm-hmm. For some reason, in the end zone, Caleb fires at the OZ, who is his safety valve on that play, and he's 2 yards outside of the end zone instead of running his route into the end zone. Like, I don't understand why everything's so short, but those are things that have to get cleaned up coming into this week. The team as a whole has to clean some things up. I do have a Bears win. I do think the offense gets itself back on. Bro, like, this reminds me of the Dallas game. I think Bears fans are going to be all the way back in after this game because this defense is god-awful. If we don't put up 30 on them, we got problems. Yeah. And it's an offense that has scored a lot of points this year. Yeah. The Bears haven't not scored points. It's just there's been too many threes over 7.
Definitely.
Too many.
Yeah, they're probably going to come into this game and attack them, but it's going to be like, finally. But, again, they're kind of on track of, like, this is week 9, right?
Yes. So
by next week, they should have kind of figured out where things are starting to click as a team.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of like on par. I mean, look, 4-3, it's ugly. You'd rather be 5-2, but it is what it is. And it's not like they're under, like you guys said, they're not under 500. And there is some positive growth happening with this squad. So I hope they get in there, move down the field. They're going to have it scripted and just execute to a point where you can put this team away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a Bears dub 34-31. What you got?
I'm going to go I'll go 31-21.
31-21? Okay, Bears shut them down a little bit. What you got?
I got a Bears dub 35-28.
Jeez, all right. We got some big wins over here. What you got, Drew? What happened?
I'm looking for the turn the cameras. Turn the cameras. We're doing too many things at once.
All right, give him a second.
Give me a sec. And yes.
There we go. And what do you got?
And the fade, I have a 34-28 victory for the Bears.
All right. So we got Bears all around. It sounds like a very unbiased show. But
F and A,
F and A. But I do want people listen. The Bears scores again. It was one game where, and it was the first game where you didn't score 21 plus. The Bears scores this year 24, 21, 31, 25, 25, 26, and then they put up 16. I don't think that this is going to be a crazy statement to say that the Bears can get to 30 points in this game. But let us know how you guys feel in the comments below.
No trade 30. If we ain't scoring 30, it's a problem.
Yeah, we losing. Yeah, we might. Well, I don't know. Listen, Joe Flacco's AC joint is not attached right now.
Is it his left shoulder or right?
It's his throwing shoulder.
His throwing shoulder. And no Trey Hendrickson, we should put up 30.
We should put up 30.
No, we're putting up 40.
I take
40
50.
burger.
Give me 50.
50. Bro, now you stretching it.
No, listen.
They got to make a statement.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
We got a lot of DMPs. We got a lot of DMPs.
Hey, this defense is bad, bro. This defense is bad. Like, I can see this being a game. I can see this being what would feel like a coming out party.
I'm coming
Not that coming up.
All right.
All right, I appreciate y'all for
Last
tuning
one,
in to
please.
Show and Love. As
That
always, hit
didn't
that
go
like button,
well.
subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do for the super producer, Joel Ho, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC. Of course, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, you do better. Say who better? Nobody, bro. It's your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. I got to go make a deal that's going to get me thrown into the ice. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bed down. One love.